Hey again, this is Brian Murphy along with Jeremy Fowler here at Winter Park for week 2 of OTAs, organized team activities. What have you seen so far, the first couple of practices that have been open to the media, and what can fans expect to see in 2012?
Well, the weather's perfect today. Us pasty Minnesotans can get a nice sun. Vikings, too, have a sunny outlook right now. You like that transition?
That was shrewd.
But Christian Ponder started a little slow today. Threw a couple balls that sailed over the heads of receivers like Jerome Simpson. I think he's starting to settle down now, it looks like. Right now they're just going through some formations. A lot of lacking star power today. I mean, Leslie Frazier's talked a lot about attendance, but Jared Allen, Percy Harvin, Adrian Peterson, Chad Greenway, all pillars of this team, not out here right now for various reasons. I guess we'll find out after practice. It's not mandatory right now, but you look at even a guy like Jared Allen was in town 4 days ago. He's no longer here. So, I think he's probably back training in Arizona at this point.
I mean, it is early June. I mean, a lot of these guys are veterans. They know what they're doing. You still have camp. You still have a mandatory mini camp later this month, and obviously training camp in late July down in Mankato. I mean, what kind of impact is it? Is it just kind of a thing for us to chat about and speculate about just who's here, who's not,
yes,
who's up, who's down, who cares, who doesn't?
Yes, that's pretty much it, because there's only so much to glean out here. I mean, like I was trying to figure out, even watching the quarterbacks throw to receivers, because there's nobody covering them. They just run a route and Ponder and Joe Webb throw to them. How much can you really glean from that? I guess, you try to take into account whether the ball's being overthrown or how many of those passes are being completed. They didn't look too great. Webb and Ponder were both kind of overthrowing guys. But, I think as of last week, the same thing happened. Ponder started to slow down a little bit, kind of go through his progressions and try to just calm the game down.
A lot of eyes are obviously going to be on Ponder because it's the second year, a lot expected of him, but also this is his first off season that he's really had to kind of get into the playbook, get some chemistry with his receivers, work with the coaches. Obviously last year the lockout robbed him of that coming off of his draft. What impact do you think that's going to have on what he can, what kind of things he can do with his game, but also what it's going to mean in the huddle?
Right. I think it will go a long way in the locker room, in the huddle. We won't truly find out until October, November when they start winning or losing. But he's doing all the right things. He looks the part. He's gained a lot of muscle. He's spending a lot of time with teammates. He's even said he's trying to go out of his way to kind of cultivate a leadership within himself and have that translate to his teammates, and not just receivers and tight ends, but go out with cornerbacks and linebackers, try to get to know everybody. So, he's doing all the right things, but he still has to produce on the field. And, as it's been for his whole short career here, there are some hits and there are some misses.
So plenty of storylines to follow as we head in through the summer into mandatory minicamp in June, and obviously we'll be down in Mankato in late July, early August, an extra week down in Mankato to see where this team takes shape. So from Winter Park, this is Brian Murphy for Jeremy Fowler. Take care.